Hello all my crafters, Miss Ashley here. I'm going to walk you through making some pretty daisy cards for our loved ones or friends just because, or if you'd like to give one to a loved one for upcoming Mother's Day. They make a great option for that, whatever you'd like to use it for. So inside your kit you are going to find two craft paper card templates. They kind of have that crease in the middle for you to use to fold to make your card. You're also going to find a whole bunch of options for cardstock. You're going to find more than likely a white paper, there it goes, white paper flower template that you're going to cut out. But from your supplies at home, you're going to want to grab your sharpest craft scissors. I like the tiny little pointy ones, they work best. You're going to want to grab something like your library card or maybe a parent's debit card, but I would suggest using your library card, tends to work great. I would grab some hot glue if you've got that option. Otherwise, you can use some white school glue or tacky glue. You're just going to wait a lot longer for that to dry, but it does work. So whatever works for you, but I'm going to use hot glue today. Okay, in an effort to make the video a whole lot shorter and so you don't have to watch me cut, I did cut out my flower pieces. So your first job though is going to be to cut out your templates. And to be completely honest, you're probably only going to need to cut one big piece and one small piece, but you are going to need all 5 pieces in the end when you're tracing to make your flower. Okay, so go ahead, cut out one big, one small, figure out what color options you want to use, and then trace 5 pieces out onto your cardstock and cut those out. Okay, so this is a good time to pause your video. And I am filming during a kind of grumpy, cloudy day outside, and I'm kind of hearing some thunder going on, so we'll see what the weather does. Okay, so if you're coming back to me after getting all of your pieces cut out, we'll get started. Okay, so I'm gonna set that template aside. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start curling up our paper. Figure out all my little pieces. There we go. So you're going to want to put your library card in your dominant hand and your flower piece in your other hand. And then you're going to just kind of gently run the flower petal between your finger and your library card, and you're going to curl your petals. And you'll notice your petals kind of start to curl over a little bit. Now be careful that you don't pull too hard. Oh, I pulled a little hard on that one. Whoops. And accidentally pull off a petal. If you do, no big deal, you just might have to cut another one. There we go. Now I'm curling this particular one down, but you can really kind of curl in whatever direction you want. Okay. Yeah, I like that. This one I'm gonna flip over and curl down again, but in the end, when I put it together, it's gonna kind of curl up on my flower. I'll show you. Okay. So when I put my flower together, my pieces are layered. Ta-da! I've got a little bit of a, if I figure out my right angle here. See how that'll work. You see how my petals are going in 2 opposite directions. We'll try that out on this one. Okay, so I am going to use yellow for the little inside pieces since I used pink for my big petals. You can use whatever combination works for you. And again, you are just going to very gently curl these little pieces using your library card. Now, since these pieces are a lot smaller than the big ones, you're more apt to pull them off. So just curl gently. And you can curl them up as much as you want or as little as you want, whatever works for you. Yeah, like that. almost pulled off my flower petals there. And once you've got them curled up a little bit, you can kind of start to curl them up even more with your fingers too. Yeah. Okay, I've got one more to go and then we'll start gluing it together. Now while you're doing this too, you can also consider who you're going to give your card to and what kind of message you'd like to put on the inside. Tried to curl this one up a little bit more so I can put it on the very inside of the petal. It's a lot harder than it looks. Directions I found for this project made it look super easy. Always seems to be the case with me. I'm not sure why. And friends, I did make sure my hot glue gun was completely on. The power tower thing over there is lit up. It is working, so we are good to go. If you watched my last video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Okay. So figure out, when you've got all your curling done, which petal you want to be the bottom of your flower. Now if you look, a little tab here. That little tab is where you're going to kind of put the first bit of glue that you're using to get you started anyway. So go ahead, find your glue. Put some glue there. Ouch. Of course I would glue my fingers. It's just my luck. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. For your next big piece, go ahead and do the same thing. A little bit of glue on that tab. Yep. Okay, now since hot glue, if you're using that, does dry super quick, you kind of want to look and see, get a rough idea of where you want your pieces. Ooh, we're already sticking together. Oops. How you want them to line up. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if you can see it. There we go. Before you go ahead and you put some glue on the inside here. Okay, moment of truth. Here we go. Go. Perfect. Ta. And you can always, since it is cardstock, you can kind of bend it a little bit more too once it's together if it's not quite where you want it to be. Yeah. Hot glue strings everywhere. Okay. Alright, so now find whatever piece you want to be the innermost piece of your center. Okay. And I would suggest putting your glue on the bigger petals since you do have that opening. You don't want to glue anything accidentally to your table. I don't think your parents would be too happy for that one. Kind of sort of put glue. Oh, it's hidden. Kind of sort of put a little bit too much glue, but I think I've got, yeah, that'll work. Barely, but it works. Okay. I'm going to keep going. I want a few on the inside here. Now I'm at the point where it's a lot easier to put that inner piece in. But really don't need all that much glue, just a dot. And you kind of want to stagger your pieces so that they don't line up perfectly. If you're using hot glue, remember it dries super fast. Okay. Now this very inside piece, I was kind of hoping it would stick up a lot more. You'll see what I mean in just a second. If I can get it to do it. Yeah, I think that's what I want. Okay. Not quite, but it's as good as it's gonna get, I guess. I really wanted those inside pieces to stick up, but it's harder than it looks as well. It's okay. Since it is cardstock, you can kind of play with it a little bit and get it to pop up. But there we go. There is my flower. Coming along great. All right, so grab one of your cards. And these have that crease down the middle, so they're super, super easy to fold. So go ahead. Perfect. Get that folded up. Doesn't want to stay. I'm going to take the edge of my library card and see if I can kind of run it across that crease. No, it's not thick enough. The edge of my scissors is working a little bit better. So if you take the edge of your scissors, or maybe if you've got a ruler or something that's sturdy laying around, go ahead and run it along that crease because it kind of helps it stay flat. A little trick you learn after a while. Okay. And then your daisy gets, this is the time when hot glue really will come in handy since it does dry so quick and so sturdy. Your daisy gets hot glued on the front. Okay. Let's see. Probably want quite a bit in order to make it sturdy. Hot glue is attacking me over here. Yeah, there we go. The lid's on. And ta-da, there we have it. Daisy card. Now, if you've got maybe any green cardstock, you can make some leaves. Show you this way. Sorry about that. Make some leaves to stick out of the sides, or anything you want to decorate with, go for it. It's totally your design. So you can decorate the front, flip it open, and write your message on the inside. Okay, so there you have it, friends. There is your craft for this week. You've definitely got enough supplies to make at least 2 cards, and then you can use anything you want to decorate it up at home. Okay, so hopefully I will see you soon, and good luck with your project. Talk to you later. Bye, everyone.